Pencils down, baby.
Wow.
It's magic time. Huh? Should I tease it like that, guys? Should I get that cocky?
Yeah, I would lay it out there.
It's magic. It's time for magic. Here
I think we have a track record.
We do. Ramble 300. Ramble number 3. We look at, is this momentous? Huh? There it is. This should have been live.
None of us dressed up.
None of us. This should have been live at where? The O2
Buffalo Wild Wings.
live at O2, live at Wembley, just right there at Buffalo Wild Wings.
We're more of a Buffalo Wild. We're more of a B-Dubs crowd.
The B-Dubs type.
We could sell out of B-Dubs, but
fuck yeah, we could sell out of B-Dubs
at a happy hour.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Could we even sell out of Wingstop? I think so. I think we could.
I think so. At lunchtime, around 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
I think we could get some traffic in there.
I don't see how we couldn't. We dropped the ball for number 300, baby. When did they bury us, Eddie?
0. They told us not even start the thing.
Don't even do this. Don't.
You had the idea of doing a podcast.
Yes.
And they called an intervention.
Right.
And they tried to get you to not do this.
I didn't listen to the haters.
You didn't listen to them, no.
And you think we had it rough with all the doubting.
Right.
Cody's family are billionaires.
Yeah.
And he's out now because of it. They did not. He's out. He's not going to. He's
trying to work his way back in because he just got Matt Gates, Hunter Biden's laptop.
Right.
So he's doing the small things to get back into his family's good graces.
But I don't know. It's Cody. Cody sacrificed more than any of it. He was like Thor in the Marvel. He lost the most out of all of us in order to be here and do this. Here he is. Here we are. 3 motherfucking 100. You can email us, ramble@theramblepod.com. You can follow us on Twitter at podcastramble1. You hit us up on Instagram at podcastramble. We have merch. People are buying it.
Right?
We sold like 2 T-shirts.
And a pin or something like that.
How about that? But we have a better one that's coming, so get ready. Doesn't negate what you've already bought.
No.
And if you want to go to TeePublic and buy more, that's fine. We're just going to have a different store with the same shit, so it's really not that big of a deal.
But the TeePublic stuff will be more valuable.
It will be. It's going to shoot
first
up.
edition.
It's first edition,
that's
OG stuff.
Imagine what that's going to get at flea markets
in
5 or 10 years. Oh, forget it. Also, subscribe to The Ramble. Give it a 5-star rating. A positive text review. Guess what, gang? 131 5-star ratings. We added a new one.
Wow.
131. We're climbing. We got an email from Colin Mags. Max. Hey, Jerry, just heard your stoma enema story. From what I gathered, the doctors found you're a slack-arsed man who likes it rammed in deep and rough and from both ends. And then there's a shit with the enema. Mate, that's the first person who's been anally spit roasted. Then to leave a dirty protest because you're unsatisfied. That's just bad manners. In honor, I thought I'd guess the songs that were playing through the procedure. In Too Deep by Sum 41. When the Going Gets Tough by Billy Ocean, Straight Up by Paula Abdul, Tears on My Pillow by Little Anthony, and what else for number 1 but Tough Enough by the Fabulous Thunderbirds. Sorry, bud, I couldn't resist it. Seriously, glad it's all gone. Going to be sorted soon. Take care, mate. Thank you, buddy. And he also says, hey, guys, hope it's been a good week with no more explosions and toilets and sitting through a few hours of the kids' film projects that had less effort than Rob Patterson's character development, Colton's being the exception. Quick question. Does Schmerelson own a bike shop? If so, don't let your kids go in with Arnold. Mate, that picture looks like the guy who just sold his shit to spend at the CD strip joint. The dollar bills necklace just fits. Yeah, that's true. That is, man, he is making a deep cut reference to the guy who molested Dudley in Different Strokes.
Wow.
Big guy from WKRP.
Yeah.
Who
he diddled Dudley.
He diddled the duds. Oh, man. I think Joe Capone actually sent me a video of Scott Smerelson that he posted of like, I'm visiting such and such school to see what's going on. Like, he really, there it is. It's Scott Smerelson. What's he doing? I didn't know he had his own Twitter account. I had to visit.
He does. Well, that deserves a follow. And maybe a tag.
Do we see what's happening? Can y'all see this? Let me make it bigger. Look at him. Hard at work.
Oh. Is that on YouTube?
I think it's on Twitter.
Oh. I wonder if Cody could pull it up on the old Ramble Rambletron.
Look at him. Oh, look at him in action.
If you can send me a link, I might be able to pull it up on the.
Yeah, let me send that
on
to you
the
right now.
Rambletron 3000.
Is it on Schmerelson's Twitter page?
It sure is.
Okay.
I had a chance to visit Independence High School.
I got
and
it.
learn from. All right. Oh shit. Okay, here we go. This is never mind.
Andrea's not watching, is she?
Probably. And you know what she's doing.
I know.
Out come the toys.
Huh?
Out come send in the toys.
All right.
Oh, this is exciting. We get to see them. It's like
Man.
watching Jordan
Myth.
at
In his
warm-ups.
prime. In his prime. This is Jordan dunk contest.
From the free throw line.
Okay, 1 second.
Scotty Schmerelson.
Schmerelson.
I'm Scott Schmerelson.
Hi, I'm Scott Schmerelson.
Oh God.
Yes. The thing is, now that when we post this ramble, do we tag him on the Twitter?
I think we have to.
I think so.
I don't want
think-
to. I think it's a bad idea. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh, look how casual he sits.
Look at
I said,
Kazzy
when you
Schmerel.
graduate here, you get 2 free years of tuition at any community college in LA. Valley College, Pierce College, you pay nothing. And you get
He's
no free
electric,
credit.
man.
Mr. Dynamite.
That's the deal that we made.
Wow. He make deals.
I do now.
Look at those lats.
He just took his evaluation test, and he started his first article.
Look at him hard at work.
Just- It's all business, man.
Which school? El Camino, okay.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
Yes, it interacts with them.
Everyone works at his own pace.
Take your masks off, you fucking cowards. What if he just goes full on right wing?
I heard he edits and produces all of his own videos too. So
I love that he's got a dress shirt, but he's got like 2 buttons unbuttoned. Just
Scott Schmerelson.
You know, Andrea might be right. That might be a real picture. I don't know. If he's going that cash to something like that, you know what I mean? I don't know. God almighty. That is, Jesus. There he is.
Well,
Scott Schmerelson.
the legend.
How?
potential,
What if he,
potential Hall of Fame hat winner. We don't know.
a potential Hall of Famer? You never know. He might have gotten in.
Hope it didn't affect any of the voting by
I know.
by plugging him so hard recently.
Todd Chisholm says, "Hey, Jerry, Eddie, and Cody. Firstly, congrats on episode 300. What an accomplishment, considering they weren't expecting you to get past 6, right?
Right.
LOL. Also, congratulations on Jerry for beating cancer. Thank you, buddy. That motherfucker never stood a chance against you and the Ramblers. It's good to have you 3 back after a long hiatus, especially the withdrawal I was having during Christmas time, but I survived it as well. Fuck yeah. Thank you, Todd. We're glad to be back, too. Graham and Faye, greetings from the Great White North. Fellow Ramblers, 300? Holy hell, that's quite the milestone. Mad respect to the Ramble crew for all the free funny over the years to make it to this point. I know this is a small little niche community, but it's always the highlight of the week when Ramble proper drops. Here's to another 3 or 4 more. Fuck
Whoa.
yeah. Wildcat
3 or 4 more episodes?
I think. I mean,
Okay.
we're pretty much capping it.
I think so. Let's
That's
put a lid
it.
on it.
We're done after that. Wildcat 626. Jerry, so glad you guys are back. Well, 2 of you anyway. Ooh, taking the day baseball shot.
Wow.
At your enema appointment, your medical team really did you a disservice. They were not playing some music to help distract you, specifically the smooth guest vocals of Michael McDonald on Steely Dan's Peg while they did their work. Peg.
Peg.
I know I missed his hat ceremony, but fun fact, Michael was able to hit those notes on Peg because during the recording, he was in fact being pegged, which is part of the Steely Dan hazing ritual during the era of the Asia album. Love you. Stay cool. Stay healthy. Stay strong. Love you too, Wildcat. Thank you for the love. Michael Worman, Eddie, as Bryant Gumbel would say.
Worms.
Welcome the fuck back. Hope everybody's doing well. Jerry, so glad to see you on the men. Thank you, buddy. I knew you could do it. Thank you. Hi, Eddie. Hi, Cody. Congrats on episode 300. And to think they had you buried back at number 3.
Right.
It's been a long, strange trip for the Miller family since we last rambled. I won't go into details, but I will say that Caleb, my nephew Noah, and I are doing all great. Awesome.
Nice.
I was hoping you could give a special shout out to my Uncle Gary. Fuck you, Gary. He deserves it, and he knows why. With that, let's
Fuck you,
ramble the
Gary.
fuck
Was that
on
the
to
first
fuck you, Gary.
like negative shout out? Like usually
I think so. It's usually positive. Now
Yeah.
it's, hey, Uncle Gary, go fuck
Fuck
yourself.
you. Go fuck.
All right.
Damien Bottriell,
I'm
good
sorry, I thought
morning.
you said hit the
Hey, that's
music.
all right. Damien
Bots.
Bottriell says, good morning.
Bots.
Bots. Good
Bots.
morning, Board District 3 Ramblers. This is your Australian Rambler, Damien Bontriel. Hoping you enjoyed your $12 from my Reach's store purchase. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
decided to buy some more gear as a way to congratulate you on 300 episodes. I think it was around episode 181 that I started listening after hearing Eddie mention it in the Ralph Report. By 185, I was submitting my first email, and I've been ride or die ever since. Oh, come on.
Thanks, Bob.
It's a testament to the show that an avid Batman fan such as myself has stuck around despite you guys constantly running a train on him. I might not agree with some of your takes, especially when it comes to certain movies like The Batman, but I'm always entertained by him.
Hey, at our essence, we are Batman fans.
Yes.
Deep down inside.
We just think he's been done a horrible disservice in the film world.
Right.
The American Dream, Dustin Jacobs. It's WrestleMania week, kids. I hope one category is dedicated to the show of shows. Triple H retired. Maybe something about him. Also, how did the comedians feel now that Will Smith committed assault on global TV due to a bad joke and got away with it? Chris Rock did not file charges. Maybe you should have. Thoughts? Well, if you saw yesterday's Ramble Radio, then you know our thoughts. You heard it all there. So there we go. Thank you all for the emails. And holy shit. 11 minutes and 9 seconds. Let's do it, baby. What a fucking intro. Man. And to those at home, if you know the words.
Yeah.
Sing
As always. As always.
See if Eddie or Cody can get this one. Looking out on the morning rain, I used to feel so uninspired. And when I knew I had to face another day, Lord, it made me feel so tired. Before the day I met you, life was so unkind, and you're the key to my peace of mind. Everyone, because you make me feel. You make me feel. You
like
make me feel like a
man or a woman.
Woman.
Man or woman. Man or woman.
Man or woman. We'll cover all bases today.
You make me feel like a man or woman.
Or man or woman. A woman. Here we go. Welcome, everybody. Ramble 300. Here we are. That's Cody Villafania. That's Eddie Pence. I'm Jerry Rocha. Here we fucking are.
Yeah.
Huh? Another one.
It's happened.
Look, I have bad news for all the Coach K fans. We fantasize more on Friday, so I'm just preparing all the Coach K people. We add
no more hate mail. It's too much hate mail.
Come on, enough's enough with the Coach K hate mail. And Eddie and I were driven to it. I mean, Cody and I were driven to a tizzy when Eddie teased us that the Cowboys have traded for Stephon Diggs, and we can't find anything.
I can't seem to find it. I saw it flash across my phone.
Oh
my!
And
then I texted you, but I haven't seen any of it, any news since.
The problem is now, as delusional as this is, I'm gonna be mad if it doesn't happen now. Like now, I'm just gonna be.
But
bummed.
even I can't imagine the Bills. Josh Allen entering his prime, his favorite target. You just signed all those people to make a run at this.
You don't
in the AFC, and all that does is make you weaker.
You don't fucking do it. You don't fucking do it.
It doesn't make sense. So I can't see it being true, but I did see it on my phone.
Then it's gonna happen. You're putting it out there, Eddie. It's gonna happen.
I think it was. I think this was a troll job. I think it was a troll job by an angry Washington Commanders fan.
That might be. This might be.
That could be any Washington Commanders fan.
The Commanders are just letting taking the gloves off, and they're getting ugly.
That could be any
getting
Commanders
ugly.
fan.
Man, geez, that's rough. I hope Schmerelson's a Commanders fan. I really do.
Me too.
Scott Schmerelson.
I'd invite him over for a game.
That's not a bad idea. What if he trades, like, you guys quit fucking with me on that podcast, and I'll make sure your kid gets straight A's the rest of his school
He's got
career.
a free ride to El Camino Community College.
If you guys just shut the fuck up about me.
That's the deal we make.
You guys just keep your fucking mouth shut.
You keep my fucking name out of your fucking mouth.
Keep it out your fucking mouth. That's 10 times better. Schmerelson's a guy who slaps Chris Rock.
Oh, highest rated Oscars of all time.
Ever.
Schmerelson waddles up to the stage.
All sciatica, like leaned over. Like,
dollar bill bling. Handful of cash and
cigar.
Just slaps him with the...
Puts a cigar in his little pocket and smacks him and takes the cigar back. Oh, shit. That would have been, man. I think now I'm upset that, like the Diggs trade. Now I'm upset that didn't happen.
Our fantasy world is so much better than the real world.
Yes, I want Stephon Diggs and the Cowboys, and I want Schmerelson to have been the one
to slap Chris Rock.
Oh fuck! Amazing. That would have been something else. Well, let's get to the voting. Listener hat. It's time for the hat, baby.
All right.
What hat would they wear? How much more fitting if our Coach K thing comes true, if that's what plays during all that, Eddie, right? Wouldn't that just be? We don't give it away.
Don't give it. We're not giving away Friday's episode.
But during the you know what, if that's just on a loop,
it's going to take a long loop, a lot of loops to that song.
A lot of loops, but man, I just think it makes the moment that much more powerful.
Oh, I do too. I do. I mean, it's already a powerful moment.
Right.
Tune in Friday to find out what we're talking about.
So, Colin Magsies. Hall of Fame, for me, it's the Jizz Guys, with an honorable mention to Schmerelson. Skeletor's a douche, so no votes for him. I know why he's always grumpy. He's got permanent blue balls. But he added all that. Todd Chisholm, Hall of Fame, Jizz Talk with the Jizz Guys. Those dudes always had me cracking up and surprised they were able to stay on the air as long as they did. LOL. I know.
They had quite the run, which shocked a lot of people.
Not over yet. Still in the tri-state area. They're still the number one, I think, on their time slot. Graham and Faye, the Hall of Fame Ramble franchise character. How do you not pick the OG contractual boat anchor for the show? I also have some sad news for the Ramblers. Brace yourselves. This is tough. According to the infallible Wikipedia, it looks like Dexter Jetster was sadly killed while trying to deliver Bantha burgers to the Jedi Temple. He had the misfortune of showing up right after Anakin and the clone troopers had invaded the temple. One of the clones shot him. Must have been more of those contract disputes and negotiations that the Jedi are famous for, a.k.a. Ramble Corporate. So much for Dex's return and our long-awaited cameo in the Obi-Wan series on Disney+. Ooh.
Wow. That does explain his absence from Ramble Radio.
Very sad.
Wow.
Pat Carruthers. Hello, Ramblers and James. Congrats on 300 episodes. And to Jerry for kicking cancer's ass. Thank you, PC. Hat, Ramble character. A lot of good options on this. So not really a wrong answer, but for my money, he's rude, crude, and always in the mood. Dexter Jetster. Am I the only one hoping he makes a cameo on the Obi-Wan show? Michael Worms. Hall of Fame Ramble character. It's a tough one. So do I go with Scott Smerelson to the Jizz Guys or Skeletor? There's just somebody to choose from. I'm going to go with the OG Ramble band leader, Dex. Man, Dex.
A lot of love for Dex.
Damian Bottriell, my Hall of Fame Ramble character, goes with my favorite podcast within a podcast, the Jizz Guys. In fact, I'm hoping you guys could play a little bit from their own 300th episode. We might have that in a minute here. Joe Capone, Hat Game, the Ramble character that goes in the Hall of Fame is none other than the lying, scheming MCU movie scoop stealing son of a bitch that charmed Jerry and Eddie for months until they finally saw through his bullshit. None other than the late Sephora Sean. While other characters have no doubt entertained the masses, none have ever come so close as legitimately being offered a third chair in the show that is now occupied by Cody than Sephora Sean. Imagine how different the Ramble would have been if Sephora Sean would have weaseled his way onto the show. We most certainly would not be celebrating 300 episodes. My God, this is worse than anything anyone has ever said to anyone. Rest in hell, you scumbag.
Wow.
My God.
I mean, he's never been wrong, but he's never been
that wrong. Never been wrong. Never been that right. Dustin Jacobs, the American Dream, a little dark horse action for you. His vote, He-Man's mother's pussy. Whoa. I got you, motherfuckers. There you go. Wow, man. So it was pretty much down to Dex and the Jizz
and the Jizz Guys.
Right. Mine was, in fact, I had to cheat. I had to go the Jizz Talk guys with Cody at the boards. I had to just make it us three as the best Ramble characters. Eddie, your Hall of Fame.
I mean, if you look back at all the characters, the one group of characters that actually had their own episode was the Jizz Talk Christmas.
They had a Christmas
Merry
special.
Jizmas.
Merry Jizmas.
They had their... I mean, that says a lot for what we think about them to actually turn the reins over to them for a whole episode.
Right, yeah. Jesus
so I would probably have to concur. I mean, to me, Schmerelson is
Right there?
Right there. Like
Yeah.
right there.
Yes,
and
right there.
It's, I can't see him running the whole episode, so I got to give it to the Jizz Talks guys.
Cody?
This was close, but I have a unique answer that nobody else had.
Oh!
So my pick goes to Dave Campo. I think truly the highlight.
Ultra Magnus or Dave Campo?
We got a lot of
All
mileage
iterations.
out of him. We got a lot of laughs. I think we definitely, first off, no one has mentioned Dave Campo more on their podcast than
us.
Maybe not
Anywhere.
even in the podcast. Maybe
Yeah.
just in general.
Just
in the world.
Just the visual of him trying to get a blowjob from a hooker and he can't get hard while he's crying as Jerry Jones looks on disappointed.
That's a great moment. That's a great moment.
Just trying to please Jerry Jones and he can't.
Can't do it.
He can't. He just got a fucking chubby and he just can't get erect.
Fuck.
And the hooker's just working her ass off.
Oh, God. I mean, it's endless comedy because it was easily the saddest era of Dallas Cowboy football was the Dave Campo era. This is, oh, man.
And the parallels between him and Ultra Magnus are just...
It's unreal. It's unreal. It's unreal.
unreal.
So for next ramble, again, like we said, out of respect, 301, what Foo Fighters song goes on the hat when they go into the Song Hall of Fame? Which one's it going to be? And Cody, do we have the 300th Jizz Talk? That's a while back. Jizz Talk is like,
For
Jizz
now,
Talk with the Jizz guys is way up. They're
I just
high.
wanted to share this with everyone.
Hey!
Just trying to get it up, and he just can't.
This had to have been coordinator Campo. No way head coach Campo was this happy or had this much life in him. This was definitely when he was still winning Super Bowls as a coordinator.
Oh.
All right. Anyway.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. What were you asking for?
I know they're well past 300, but we're wondering if you maybe could find the Jizz Talk 300th episode if they did anything special for that or not. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you have it.
Here we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Let me hit play.
Yep. Let me tell you something. They buried us. You
Yeah.
understand me?
I know. Dead.
But here we
Said
are.
we were dead.
300 episodes in.
300.
And let me tell you, pal, whole lot of jizz in these 300 episodes.
I would
Maybe
say
the most.
300-400 quarts of jizz.
Quarts of jizz. Just
Quarts
for
of
this.
jizz.
We produced for this fucking episode alone. Alone.
300 quarts of jizz.
And look, if anyone's out there who could match this, we're donating this, by the way.
Yeah.
We're
What we're gonna
donating
do
all
is
these jizz.
we're putting it all in a giant 300-quart barrel.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Yeah.
going to put a hand on the barrel. Last person touching the barrel gets all the jizz.
They get all the jizz. And it's going to be a donation. And so it's going to be to you. You're going to get all that jizz. And if you can match that jizz,
We will double that jizz, and
We're
we
gonna
will give
do
another 300 quarts of
another
jizz
300
to
quarts.
Children's Hospital.
Children's hospitals of the tri-state area.
Gets 300 quarts of jizz.
They're very low on jizz. They're very low. Cody at the boards. They've been requesting jizz from us, haven't they, for a couple of months now?
So much jizz.
The Children's Hospital. I want to make sure. I think they've been
Call in now, 555-JIZZ.
with your jizz questions. If
With
you
your
happen
jizz
to
questions.
if you happen to work for the Children's Hospital,
Or if you want to find out how to get in the 300 quarts of jizz
buckets-
contest.
right? Because we're trying to get that. We're trying to basically triple it, so the third court goes to the Children's Hospital. I mean, come on, you're doing.
We're talking 600 quarts of jizz.
Who does a service like this for the community like this besides us? Who's over here giving jizz to fucking kids in need?
The
Nobody
jizz guys.
else. The
Jizz guys.
The jizz talk guys over here giving jizz to children in need. You know, I'm not even giving my own kids any of that jizz.
Nah.
No.
They make their own jizz.
They make their own
Get
jizz.
out,
I
make your
swear,
own
let them-
jizz.
We're going to give these jizz to sick children.
We'll give it kids who can't make their own jizz. That's who's getting the
Dude,
jizz.
look, let me tell you something. Imagine if you're a little kid dying in a hospital.
Yeah.
Okay? And
Tragic. That's awful.
John Cena walks in, gives you a hat, a T-shirt.
Right.
Not a bad day, right?
No, not bad. That's a pretty
What
good
if
day.
John Cena walks in and gives you a bucket of jizz?
Right. Like a full bucket.
A full bucket, he just dumps it on your little dying kid body.
Just there you go. You can't see me because you're covered in jizz.
And you just and this little
Right.
little miracle, this little angel just flatlines, covered in jizz with John
Right.
Cena right there.
The nectar of life.
Look, I don't know. I'm getting very emotional right now.
Me too. Me too.
it's-
I don't know.
Just You just want to do more.
You what? Yeah, you can't. Like, I can only give so much jizz.
So just please.
It's just
contribute, and we can give this jizz to so many kids. Whew.
That's why we jizz, For the
That's why
kids.
we jizz.
For the kids.
That's why I jizz. Okay, we're gonna have to take a break.
Yeah, can we go?
Cody at
commercial?
the boards. Cody at the boards. We got to take a break.
Get us out of here.
Get us out of here. Wow. Jeez, that was
very emotional.
That was the most emotional I'd seen.
Those guys really
Jeez,
passionate for jizz.
Passionate for jizz. Children's Hospital. I wonder. I wonder what lucky Children's Hospital. Hope they got all that jizz.
I hope they got
that was years ago.
300 quarts of it. I don't know what you would do with it once it got there, but
right. By the way, spoiler alert. There was uniform on the open close encore. I'll just say that. Cody, can we hit the open close encore music? There was pretty much the same
open close and an encore.
Man, wow. That is
I mean, I just jizzed.
How could you not? My God.
Ugh.
You see how much I jizzed when you were here recording that live?
Oh,
I mean,
it's still in my shoes.
Thank you, right? You're gonna keep it on there. It's like
I can't get it out, man.
Keep saying.
Wouldn't want to.
Wouldn't want to. Oh shit! Open close encore. Colin Maggs. Open close encore goes in the order they played Batman: Adam West, Michael Keaton, Kevin Conroy. Todd Chisholm goes, you open with Kevin Conroy, you close with Michael Keaton, you encore with Adam West. You guys sense a pattern here. Here we go. Graham and Faye. First off, shout out to Mags for the everyone in a Eeyore in a cowl observation. That was great. We just about took out my work laptop's keyboard when I almost spit out my tea while listening in the healthcare cube farm. Bravo, sir, bravo. Golden clap right there. You open with Adam Knight, the Bright Knight himself, Adam West. You close with the quintessential Bruce Wayne, Kevin Conroy. You encore. I know it's not a popular flavor, but Bat Fleck. Oh, that's a little diversion here. If you were to drop him into a real script and story in a movie that was put together by the staff and talent at Marvel Entertainment, I think he possessed the charm, the charisma, and screen presence to truly portray the look of Frank Miller's Dark Knight.
I never hated Bat Fleck.
He wasn't bad. He
I
wasn't
didn't
bad.
hate him.
The movie sucked, but he didn't.
Yeah.
Pat Carruthers, you open with Adam West. You close, another vote for Ben Affleck. You encore with Kevin Conroy. That's PC. Worms. This was tough. Not. There are only 3 legit. You open with Kevin Conroy, backed by Danny Elfman's Batman theme. You close with Adam West, dancing to the Bat Tootsie to the 1966 Batman theme. And you encore with Michael Keaton, backed by motherfucking Bat Dance.
Wow.
Prince. Damian Botriel. Bots.
I
opened with Val Kilmer. Well, all right.
I like Val.
I liked him a lot.
Yeah.
Well, Batman Forever is usually marked as the moment things started to go downhill. I actually have a soft spot for this one. A lot of that will be due to me being 7 years old when it came out, but I think he did a great job. I close with Kevin Conroy. It's become a cliche, but his is the voice I hear whenever I'm reading a Batman comic. Some people might put voice acting a step down from the other forms, but I feel it's harder. An actor in a movie or TV show has so many tools they could use, including facial expressions.
Yeah.
Voice actor only has one tool, and Conroy uses his to perfection in Mask of the Phantasm when Bruce Wayne is bargaining with his dead parents to not pursue this mission he's given himself because he didn't foresee him ever being happy. I encore with the Bright Knight himself, Adam West. For many, our first Batman. His straight performance in the campy 66 is the most badass performance to a 10-year-old. To a 20-year-old, it's one of the greatest comedy acts of all time. Joe Capone, you open with Adam West. You close with Christian Bale. You encore with Kevin
Christian
Conroy.
Bale.
Yeah.
That's the first Christian Bale. From
First
the critically acclaimed series of Batman movies.
And one person has him. The American, 2 people, the American Dream, Dustin Jacobs. You open with Adam West. You close with Christian Bale. You encore with Michael Keaton. You know what makes me happy? All the Adam West love here.
Yeah.
Because that is the Batman. I open with Kevin Conroy.
Yeah.
I close with Michael Keaton. I encored with Adam West. Eddie?
I open with Michael Keaton. My favorite film version of Batman.
Yes.
I close with Kevin Conroy, who is Batman. He is Batman's voice the same way Casey Kasem is Robin's voice.
Absolutely.
And I close with the Batman, Adam West.
There you go. Look at that. Cody, did you?
I mean, I don't quite understand what opening, closing, and encore means in this.
Look, man, it just happened.
So I'm just gonna throw 3 names out there.
All right, let's go.
I'm gonna open with Bale. I close with Affleck, and encore with Keaton.
There we go. Not bad.
I have been watching I've been showing Colton the Bale trilogy, and I am appreciating Bale's performance more
after this one.
After watching this viewing, and then after sitting through The Batman.
Yes,
and having some distance between me and my non-love affair with that trilogy, other than Heath Ledger and the second movie. But Bale's performance is he was a great Bruce Wayne. He was a really good Bruce Wayne.
He was one of the few that actually could be a good Bruce Wayne.
The drawbacks of that Batman, to me, other than a lot of the story elements in the movies, were the cowl sucked.
The cowl sucked
because it just had his little mouth like this.
And the goofy voice.
Which to me, that was all with the cowl because his nose was covered.
Right.
So he sounded muffled.
It's like you think he could have invented like the joke in Spider-Man where he has the interrogation voice. He could have just had a chip there to make him sound
like,
more.
I would like to see Bale in Robert Pattinson's Batman outfit.
That'd be interesting.
Because I think Pattinson's cowl and his outfit is one of the one of the better Batman outfits. Right. It's just everything about that movie, other than that, was lame.
And I also think that Heath Ledger as a Joker, that's like Tom Hanks in Castaway. Like it just saves it. It just saves it. I mean, I can't imagine how bad Castaway would have been with anyone else. And I think kind of similarly I don't see how any of the people who have played the Joker could have done what Heath Ledger did for the whole you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just carry. I mean, Nicholson was great, but he was camping it up the whole fucking time, which was fine. But yeah, like it was, I thought Ledger was the perfect blend of psycho and funny.
Right.
Like, absolutely. I mean, Nicholson was great too. Don't get me wrong. Like when he's just slowly killing Jerry Hall's character by poisoning her and all that. Like that was creepy as shit and great. And he did that. But I thought Ledger took it to the next step.
He had the right moments of the Joker levity where he would, like the one scene in Dark Knight when he's holding what's her face? I forgot the girl's name. I forgot
Maggie Gyllenhaal.
He's holding her at the window, and Batman's like, "Let her go," and he's like, "Poor choice of words." And he just drops her.
He just drops her. Yes,
like just those moments where it's like it's sick, but it's funny.
And when he comes into the mobster's like, "You really think you could just come in here and intimidate?" He's like, "Yeah," like that was great.
Or when he sits down with Two-Face and Osmo, he's like, Hi.
Like, yeah, sorry.
There's just so many good moments in there where it's like he's twisted, but he makes you laugh.
Yeah, the magic trick. You want to see a pencil disappear?
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's gone.
To me, like one of the biggest things that was missing in Joaquin Phoenix's Joker movie was any of that.
He was like Pattinson with Batman. It was just like Jesus
any of that.
Yes, there was nothing like that whatsoever.
The Joker has to make you laugh.
Yes.
And he has to make you think. He needs to make you question why you're laughing.
And also you have to laugh while you're absolutely terrified.
Right. And like Joaquin Phoenix didn't do any of that for me in that movie.
Nope. No, that was.
And Pattinson did. Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah. Ramble 301 open close encore, the Foo Fighters, baby. There we go. My God, Cody, we're already at listening and reading books and playing video games. We're already here. My God.
Reading books and playing video games. Bring your pussy over here. We're reading books and playing games.
Wow. Now, remember, I used to not be able to hear that.
I know.
When you guys used to play
I know.
And now I can, and I don't think we could never go back.
You can't go back to those days?
That's why it sucks when you're doing day baseball and we don't get that.
Minor league season starts in 2 weeks, guys.
I know.
So,
FYI. San Antonio Missions, baby.
We're back.
Who you guys farm to? I keep asking. I always forget.
The Padres.
Padres. That's a bit of a distance. Aren't they usually closer? Aren't the affiliates usually like down the street for the most part?
Usually, but in the past, so our affiliates have been either the Dodgers, the Padres, or the Milwaukee Brewers in previous years.
So if let's say don't want it to happen, but if Tatis gets hurt, There's a chance he's in San Antonio for a game or two while he's rehabbing, while he's getting better.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be fucking awesome. Dude, that would be so bad just to see him go 5 for 5, and just like jack 4 home runs,
smashing some guy on his last legs in the minors.
Some 18-year-old kid.
Yeah, it was just, oh well. I guess I'm not gonna be a pitcher. Like, oh man, that's amazing, dude. That's fucking cool. Todd Chisholm says Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PS5. After being able to score one, since one of my pickups was Best Buy, I made friends with the guy in the back, and he let me know when they were in stock. Genius move, Todd Chisholm. That's smooth right there.
You got to find a hookup over us at Walgreens.
I know.
Make friends with the guy in the back of
Todd,
Walgreens.
if you're listening. He said they were in stock. He put it aside so I could buy the system around Christmas time. Also, MLB The Show 22 tech test to gear up for that daytime baseball that Cody loves so much. Cody, are you into the MLB The Show games? Are those good?
I have one of them in it, and it was all right. It's I couldn't quite figure out the like the controls of like when it gets like super hyper specific. Like, you know, how you can like control every single tiny move in some.
Yes, you make the game completely unfun.
Yeah, exactly.
That's when I started to sour on those games. I remember there were times when Madden was just too specific.
Madden, you had to be an NFL level coordinator at some point to understand how to play defense in that game.
Yeah, it's true.
Which took all the fun out of it. That's why Tecmo Bowl will forever be the greatest football game ever. You have 4 plays. You pick 4 plays. That's it.
That's it. Touchdown. Man, was that a drunk Pat Summerall who they touchdown? That was, remember how mind-blowing that was, though, to hear the guy say touchdown?
Oh, yeah.
Because double dribble was mind-blowing when it would cut away to the dunks, right? But the penalties, it was like Beachwell that was blocking, and Fieslow that was like, that was setting a pick. It was like a charge. It was
double dribble.
Fieslow.
Double dribble.
Beachwell. It was very weird. Michael Worms. He is currently reading Wham! George, Michael, and Me, a memoir by Andrew Ridgely. Ooh. Nice little $6 Ollie score. So Caleb, Noah, and I recently moved, and part of the setup at our new place is a retro video game center, complete with the NES, Super NES, GameCube, Nintendo 64, Wii U, Sega Genesis, and a couple of plug-and-play games, and 3 TVs.
Oh.
I've been bouncing between Star Wars, Shadows of the Empire, Namco Museum, which includes Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man, and Dig Dug. Love me some Dig Dug.
Dig Dug's fun.
Fuck yeah, that's a great setup. Think Andre would let me do that in our bedroom here?
I don't know why you're asking.
That's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just go fucking do it.
Would Schmerelson ask?
No, fuck it. He doesn't ask her for permission for anything.
Right.
When he pees on it, nothing.
Schmerelson just does.
He just does. He lets him rip during BJ's. I mean, he just doesn't care. Just pure Chuck Berry in there with the love of my life, that motherfucker. Just that, stinks, don't it?
Smell that. Smell it.
Well, it stinks, don't it? I'd kiss you, but you got piss on your lips. Do we just do the Chuck Berry tape? Cody, have you ever seen that?
I have not.
Oh my God.
I've heard details, I think, on this very show.
I mean, look, it's I shouldn't be laughing. It is horrific, the flinch that poor woman does when she's done blowing him and he just pulls out and just pisses all over her. She was not ready for that at all, but she just takes it like a champ. And then he leans in and says, I'd kiss you, but you got piss on your lips.
Just horrific behavior.
Horrific. Now I'd kiss you, but you got piss on your lips. Oh, fuck.
Do you think next election cycle they're going to run clips from this show against Schmelson?
What if
just sound bites of him going, I'd kiss you, but
yeah,
and he's like, that wasn't me.
I'm Scott Schmerelson. I'd kiss you, but you have piss on your lips. Is this who you want controlling the future of LA's children? Oh fuck!
Talking about his affairs and stuff.
They'll just pay us to have Schmerelson do the fucking what's his face? Oh, God, a Scorsese cameo in Taxi Driver. You ever seen what a 45 does to a woman's pushy? Ever seen what a 45 will do to a woman's face? All right.
All right.
Joe Capone. We're going to get a cease and desist at some point, right? Like, at some point.
I mean, who's the real victim here? Is Andrea?
Us. It's Andrea.
Andrea's the real victim here.
Because now she has to toe this line. You know, she's got this.
She's the one getting pissed on by Schmerelson in this scenario.
Joe Capone. Over the last few months, since the Ramble has been a regular thing, I've beaten such classics as Bionic Commando, Battle of Olympus, and Comic Zone on stream. Won a Super Bowl, right, with an all custom-made player roster Jaguar squad in the team's second season on the OG 1995 Tecmo Super Bowl III, currently midway through season 3. The team has Eddie as a tight end and myself as a middle linebacker. All right.
Yeah.
I'm also currently about 2/3 of the way through my first playthrough of Final Fantasy V with the Game Boy Advance. Highly recommend this to anyone who loved 4 and 6 but never played 5. The deep customization and potential replayability based on job class system alone makes it a must-play for any classic RPG fan. And finally, about 4 mutated Metroids away from the final boss in my first playthrough of Metroid 2, The Return of Samus for Game Boy. So great. Sprinkle in some Stardew Valley co-op with an old WoW pal, and you've got twitch.tv/Caponis Tuesday through Saturday around 8 p.m. Eastern. Go check out your boy Joe Capone, who Caponis, great. That's very much that's a Decepticon name, right?
Oh, yeah.
Caponis, that's a great Decepticon name, I think. I got to find this. Cody, if I send you a video clip on Facebook, would you be able to play it on here?
Maybe.
Or would it be better to email it? What do you think?
Email.
Okay. Let me hold on one second. Let me see if I have it. Oh, you know what? Darn it, never mind. I don't have it. He made this great. I'll have to show you guys. I'll send it to you later. We'll show it in another Ramble. Joe Capone made a great little video I use in my Twitch playthroughs, which is really fun. Right now, I'm still playing Elden Ring, Dragon Quest 11, Horizon Forbidden West. I still visit my Animal Crossing island too, because why the fuck not, right? Eddie, you playing anything right now?
I am eagerly awaiting the release of Lego Star Wars The Skywalker.
We are going to be there. Should we live broadcast, Eddie?
We may have to do a live broadcast.
We're going to be
next
there
Monday night.
Next Monday night, we're going to be there for the release of this. And then, Cody, we got to start Monday Night Footballing again soon with Eddie. We got to figure all this out. That'll be fucking fun. I'm also playing Blackthorn on the Super Nintendo on my current Twitch streaming. Forgot to mention that. Okay. Cody, you reading anything or playing anything?
Not at the moment.
Not all right. Well, that's fine. That is, even if you end up reading that fucking little booklet they give you at the next day baseball game, fucking bring it.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
fine.
the program? Yeah.
The program. Shit, yeah. Fuck. So who's the big prospect right now that the Missions have that's going to light the Padres on fire?
Well, C.J. Abrams, he's the guy who I was at the game where he broke his leg.
No shit.
Last year. He was
my God.
I think like the number 2 or 3 prospect in all of baseball.
Wow.
And he broke his leg he collided on a grounder up the middle with the second baseman. And so he's back. He's playing, and I don't know where he's going to start. He might start with the Missions. He might start in AAA. But,
is he a shortstop?
Yeah.
Wow. How was he like awesome before the injury? Could you tell? Like
yeah,
this guy's
for sure.
Damn. Oh, I hope he makes. I mean, it's so weird how things like. I mean, Michael Vick never really came back from the broken leg, right? Like it can affect. Oh man, I hope he does. Good. I hope he makes.
It's weird though when you're watching minor league baseball, and you see those prospects that are like those number one, like the guys that are head and shoulders. I remember I was on a Tribble run, and I came back. We're coming back south. It was me and another comic, John Huck, and we stopped in Fresno to watch the Grizzlies play, which was the Giants minor league affiliate.
Okay.
And Buster Posey was playing. And this was before Buster Posey went to the big leagues.
Holy shit.
And just watching, you're like,
you could just tell.
Was just like, he was playing, it was like you rejecting the kid with, Down syndrome playing basketball. It was like, there's just no one was even close to who he was.
So you're saying had some NBA scouts been at that playground that day,
you might not be doing this podcast
I might have gotten a workout or two scheduled.
I'm just saying, you might have got a 10-day contract somewhere.
Look at this tenacious defense. He's just unstoppable. He's like a rabid dog out there playing defense on this poor kid. Oh fuck. Should I have, like, if I could have?
Yeah.
Should I have dunked on him?
Yeah.
And done the Scottie Pippen,
the Pippen over Ewing. Yeah, just stand over.
Just stand over his special needs body.
Until his friend comes and pulls you away from him, going, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
And then I do to his friend what Pippen did to Spike Lee. I go, sit down and shut the fuck up.
You tell him to go sit down.
I'm not that evil, guys. I'm not that fuck. See, my point is, it could have been worse.
So much worse. You could have done so much worse. What you did was horrific, but what you could have done could have been so much worse.
Like, what if the kid accidentally threw an elbow and like I had to have my buddy hold me back because I was screaming at him, ready to kick the shit out of him?
You just hockey jersey him, pull it over the top, and just.
Oh, fuck.
So, Jerry, your Mavs are currently up 30 on the Lakers in the second quarter.
Oh my God. I forgot the game was that early. And I don't even think LeBron's playing, right? Like, I don't think
he's not.
Yeah.
He's checked out.
But the Mavs have 63 points and there's still 6 minutes left in the second quarter.
Oh my God.
Dude, Spurs are getting that. Spurs are in the play-in, dude. They're gonna make it. I don't see how the Lakers. And I know all the talk is, should they shut down LeBron? Yeah, they probably. I don't think he's going to let him shut him down because he's chasing Kareem. But not to shit on LeBron, but isn't that all he's doing right now? Is just chasing Kareem, his scoring to have the most points ever? Because he's like 3,000 points away or some shit. Isn't that all he's doing at this point?
But he's got to have. LeBron has to have 5 rings to be in the conversation
of all time.
Yeah.
Do you really? So right now, who do you put over him? Jordan and Magic?
Well, Jordan's got 6. Magic has 5. Kobe's got 5.
Kobe.
Bird has 4.
Tim Duncan has 5.
Tim Duncan has 5.
Bird has 3, I believe. I think
Bird has
3? Yeah.
I mean, does Magic have 4 or 5? How many does Magic
4.
have?
Magic has 4. Bill Russell's got fucking 11.
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
but,
I don't
like. How do you? I mean, can he be? Doesn't he need at least as many as Kobe?
LeBron is so weird because I love basketball, but he's just one of those guys who one game you look at him and you go, absolutely, he's probably the best who's ever played.
But yeah, you see him play that game, you're like, how does he ever lose?
Right, and then the next game you're like, okay, this guy maybe is top 10. You know what I mean? Like maybe he's top 15. I don't
because like the title he won with Cleveland when they beat the Warriors. Yeah, might be one of the best runs by any NBA player of all time.
That was tremendous, but I think
that's better than anything Jordan did with the Bulls.
But no offense to LeBron, I think Kyrie Irving deserves a ton of credit for that run. LeBron was the guy, but it doesn't happen without Kyrie Irving. That championship is not won without him. Like, and I know you say the same thing about Pippen and even to an extent Rodman with the last 3, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't win those without those guys, but you damn sure don't win them without Jordan, obviously. You know?
Right.
Yeah, but I think I don't. Cody, where do you have LeBron right now? If you were in charge of the NBA ranking and you have to put him all time, who's he in? Is there anyone? Is Jordan above him? Do you put Jordan above him?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think I have to go Jordan. I still think I would do Magic and Kobe.
What about Kareem?
I would do Magic, Kobe, Kareem. I would look. I don't know if I might take Tim Duncan over LeBron. Right now, if you're starting a team from scratch,
I mean, Kareem's got 4 or 5.
Kareem's got 5 because he won one with Milwaukee.
Yeah. So
then,
how is LeBron above Kareem?
I mean, Kareem was one of the
when they thought dominant.
Just when they thought no one would ever be as unstoppable as Wilt Chamberlain, out comes Kareem with the skyhook, and sorry, you can't defend him. You just have to hope he misses. Like, that's what it turned into, guarding Kareem. Like,
so, yeah, I don't know how you have him. I mean, he's top 5. Obviously, I think you put him in the top 5, but I don't know how, without 5 rings, I don't know how he's in that number 1 conversation.
I would definitely go Jordan. God. It's Jordan, Kobe. It's some combination for me personally of Jordan, Kobe, Magic, Tim Duncan. Our top 4. That I've ever seen play basketball in my, you know what I mean?
Well, you're leaving Kareem out of the top 4.
And then Kareem, you have to put him. Like, I don't even know if LeBron's top 5. I don't know.
As great as Kobe was, I mean, isn't Kareem better than Kobe?
maybe. Yeah, he was more on guard. But here's something that about Kobe's greatness, dude. There were games where he was outscoring Shaq when Shaq was unstoppable.
Yeah.
And Kobe was still putting up more numbers than Shaq was.
But is that a result of Shaq being Shaq and drawing so much attention, leaving
Maybe.
Kobe?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helped, right? It
So-
definitely helped.
Do you want to know what ESPN had with the 75 list?
Okay. Yeah.
They had I'll give you top 10.
Okay.
Number 10, Kobe.
Okay.
Number
Wow.
9, Oscar Robertson.
The balance average a triple
8,
double.
Duncan. 7, Bird. 6, Russell. 5, Chamberlain. 4, Magic. 3, Kareem. 2, LeBron. 1, Jordan.
Man.
I don't think you put LeBron at 2 there out of that group of people.
Out of that, I might take LeBron over Oscar Robertson, maybe, but the guy averaged a triple double his whole fucking career. Oscar Robertson. I mean, that is insane. It's weird. The LeBron debate is so.
It's so weird.
It's not like Jordan, where you're like, absolutely. You know, I don't think you can absolutely LeBron, right?
If you know what every player is going to be and you're starting a basketball team out of that group, who do you take? Knowing they're going to be who they're going to be.
Fuck.
But you don't know which pieces you're going to have around them. You just know who that player is going to be.
Oh, my God. So I have to pick a starting 5 out of
that? No, just pick that one player.
Oh, it's got to be Jordan.
But you don't know what. But is Jordan without Pippen? Does he win 6?
I would take that chance in a heartbeat.
Do you take a Kareem?
I would.
You build a team around Kareem.
Yes, I would too. But I think if I had to pick between Kareem and Jordan, I would go Jordan. It would be tough, but I would go Jordan. Did you ever hear the story about Bobby Knight when he was friends with the Portland GM apparently? And Portland, the GM
Sam
called
Bowie.
Sam Bowie, and Knight had just finished coaching Jordan in the Olympics. Right. And he called him. The GM called Bobby Knight, and he said, look, we have the number 1 pick. Bobby Knight didn't even let him finish. He goes, take Jordan. And he goes, well, no, we already have Clyde Drexler. We have a 2. We need a center. Bobby Knight just said, play Jordan at center. I mean, that was the perfect explanation of how good Jordan was. You know what I mean?
Right.
Bobby Knight's like, fuck it, play him at center.
You would have had to got rid of Clyde. There's no way Jordan would not have coexisted with Clyde Drexler.
No, but you do that in a heartbeat if you're Portland now.
Of course. But back then, do you?
Back then it was tough because Clyde was really good.
Right.
I mean, Clyde Drexler was a really, really good player. I mean, but no fucking, of course now in hindsight.
Of course, yeah.
But that was so funny. He's like, well, fuck it, play him at center.
And the Rockets have to take Olajuwon. You take Olajuwon.
Yes, you had to take it. And that worked out for him, obviously.
Yeah, they won 2 with Clyde.
And they brought Clyde in. Yeah, man. Well, there we go. Look at the greatest ever basketball talk right here. And see what you get. And wait till you hear our basketball talk on Friday.
Schmerelson just pissed on Andrea's face, and 5 minutes later, we're debating greatest basketball player of all time.
I'd kiss you, but you have fish on your lips. Oh, fuck.
And we did jizz talk.
We did. What a ramble. We could stop now, but we got to do the top 5, Cody.
All right, I got you.
You got to do it.
It's the time of the show where we rank the top 10.
Man, look at that.
Look at that.
Should be Eddie. That should be our national anthem. I'm just saying. That's it.
I mean, would anything else bring the country together?
No, nothing else. God. Colin Magsy, top 5 Book of Boba Fett moments. Cody, you're gonna have some strong opinions on this, I'm sure. You might get mad at some of these choices, I'm sure. Cody, have you even seen 2 seconds of the Book of Boba Fett?
No.
He says number 5, the Tusken Raider story arc. Number 4, Boba entering the battle riding the Rancor. Number 3, the whole Skywalker and Grogu episode. Number 2, Cad Bane, though having him take out the Marshal so easy was a bit shit for him, but then he took out, then he took about 10 minutes later. Number 1, Mando with the Darksaber. By the way, did anyone else expect after he had to relinquish his weapons to board the transport for the Darksaber to be either stolen or switched? I was wondering about that. Yeah. As a whole, I enjoyed the series, though having basically 2 Mandalorian episodes in the run gave a sense of either lack of faith in some of the script episodes, or they were just scrapped and replaced with Mando, or just not enough script to start with. Having Grogu coming back so quickly is a bit of a bummer, though. He's a cute character and all. I would have preferred for him to go away for a bit so Mando could concentrate on other things, and him come back when he had more handle on his powers and at least be able to talk, because the cutesy angle's wearing thin. Not for me, Magsy. I'm down for cute Grogu for 10 more fucking years.
I think that was just to set up a lot of. I think it's so they can hit the ground running with season 3.
Yep, I think so too.
Because you knew at the end of season 2, at some point they're going to be reunited.
Because they're not going to kill him off.
So just get it. Yeah, and because because of Rise of Skywalker, what happens.
Right.
So I think, as forced as it seemed and quick as it happened, I think that was so that season 3 you get that out of the way and go into something else.
Yes.
Which I don't mind. I like.
Yeah. And he said, that's it for me this week. Take care, everyone. Magsy calling Max. P.S. Yes, it was the first book of original Necroscope arc I sent you, Jerry, and would love to hear you guys' thoughts on it once you've had a chance to read it. I will. And if you send it, it gets better. Oh, nice. Okay. I love the beginning of it. I did. Todd Chisholm, top 5. Haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it because I've been traveling so much recently. The wife and I have now started our own little ghost hunting group. Oh, nice. Shit. And I've been going in and investigating different places. Like for my birthday on March 9th, we went to Waverly Hills Sanatorium.
Oh.
You could not pay me to go into that fucking place. And then 2 weeks ago, my son moved in with his mom, moved his mom to Mississippi. I did that 3-day, 2,100-mile road trip, but got one other ghost hunting investigation in while we drove through New Orleans, maybe starting up my own little podcast endeavor with my wife and Eddie's friend Aaron about ghostly adventures. Gentlemen, it's good to have you guys back again. Congratulations on 300 episodes. Can't wait for it to store the future for you guys. Ramble the fuck on. Todd C., a.k.a. DJ Retod, the Ghost Hunter.
Todd. Send us some evidence if you find it.
Dude, I want to see that shit. There's no way I would go into a sanatorium alone, an abandoned I don't give I'm an atheist. I'm not stepping foot in that shit. No fucking way. Graham and Faye, top 5 Boba Fett, a.k.a. Mandalorian Season 2.5. 5, explaining how Fett survived the Sarlacc pit and the ensuing backstory with the tribe of Tusken Raiders. 4, the replacement to the Razor Crest is a custom sleeper vintage N1 Starfighter. Din Djarin, Mando walks through the freezer salon doors at the meat processing plant at the beginning of Chapter 5. Luke Skywalker, bearing Dar Djarin's gift, gives a choice to Grogu, take the chainmail and stop his training, or takes Yoda's lightsaber, be trained as a Jedi. 1, Cad Bane and the spaghetti western in space feel of the entire series. By the way, I ended up waiting to binge the entire series from a spoiler-free bubble and didn't understand why the hell everyone was bitching about each episode. One of the best things about the series does so well is a slow burn via Robert Rodriguez. To hell with the movies. Just let Favreau, Filoni, and Rodriguez keep opening their Kenner Star Wars action figures collector's case and keep playing in their sandbox. These stories are entirely right out of what I played as a kid with the toys.
Yep.
This is the brilliance of the Disney Plus streaming platforms. We live in a magical Nerdvania time. Ramble off. Graham and Faye, Winnipeg A. Absolutely. Dude, I agree 1,000% with that. No question. That was fun. What I did see a funny tweet though about where they said, like, they showed a meme of Luke going, a Jedi is not supposed to have any kind of materialistic
He's like,
attachments.
what do you want?
And then he's like, hey, here's my old master's lightsaber I've been holding on to for 15 years or whatever. Like,
right.
Oh, so Pat Carruthers, PC. Honorable mention goes to Danny Trejo's appearance. That was so great.
I wanted more from that. I wanted him again.
Yes, maybe he's still around. We'll probably see him.
I'm hoping.
Peli Motto dating a Jawa and the fight for the Darksaber and Din being banished. Number 5, Din Djarin and Peli Motto building the new ship and his encounter with the space police. Number 4, the train robbery. Number 3, Cad Bane arrives. Number 2, Boba Fett riding the Rancor. Number 1, Din Djarin and the meat processing plant. Good to have the Ramble back. Onward to the next 200 episodes. Pat Carruthers. Thank you, PC. Michael Worman. Honorable mention goes to the Mando's Naboo Starfighter. What can I say? They took something we all knew and loved and found a way to make it even cooler. Great job. Danny Trejo is the Rancor Keeper trainer. Like everyone with a brain, I absolutely love Danny Trejo. So good to see him pop up in the galaxy far, far away. His number 5, the Sarlacc. Literally every minute dealing with the Sarlacc was golden, especially when the seismic charge went off in its mouth.
Oh, that's great.
4, the Rancor Rampage. Can you fucking imagine? You're just a regular guy who happens to live in Mos Espa, and not only is there a massive firefight going on in the middle of Main Street, there's a fucking Rancor monster tearing up the town. What do you do in a situation like that? I mean, besides you shit your pants, or in Jerry's case, your belly sack. Yeah, I would. This thing would be filled up in a second. Every moment with Luke Skywalker, but especially the scene with Luke and Ahsoka Tano. How great was that?
Yeah.
The introduction, number 2, of Black Chrysanthemum. As a fairly regular reader of the current Marvel Star Wars comics, I was beyond thrilled to see Black K come lumbering on screen. Such a great live-action adaptation with the comic book favorite Wookiee bounty hunter who once worked with Boba Fett, and I loved his little Santo nickname, too.
Yeah.
Number 1, come on, it's got to be the introduction of Cad motherfucking Bane. How Clint Eastwood was that shit, right? So good. All right, that's my contribution to this most epic episode, and it really was, Michael. Take care, everybody. So you have so glad to have you back. Even you, Cody. Hashtag Ramble On. Hashtag Fight Jerry Fight. Hashtag Idiot for Life. Hashtag No Dex, No Peace. Michael S. Miller. Damian Bottriell, while a little disjointed in the narrative, including the whole episode for a different show, I overall enjoyed it. I loved him training the Tusken Raiders and becoming part of their tribe. That was number 5. Number 4, the speeder chase in Mos Espa. I know this pissed off a lot of fans, but when I first saw these plucky young kids with gadgets and colorful rides, I knew, yes, that's what they were. I knew they represented the 50s and 60s era USA that young George Lucas grew up in. Yeah, that was like they just took the American Graffiti cast, right? And I thought that was a great nod to Lucas. Number 3, the Butch and Sundance last stand of Mando and Boba. The action in that final episode started there and only got bigger and bigger. Number 2, Fett riding the damn Rancor. I damn near had a wet dream thinking about it when he first said he wanted to learn to ride it. The scene was a money shot. Number 1, the entirety of episode 6, the first 20 minutes involving Grogu, Ahsoka, and Luke was some of the greatest fan service you could want. Then you give us Cad Bane walking into Freetown from the desert. Some say this podcast was a sinking ship until Cody came on board to save it. I'm not one of them, but I'm sure they're out there just busting balls. I appreciate the work Cody puts into the show, even if he hasn't seen Almost an Angel starring Crocodile Dundee. Congratulations on 300 episodes. Here's to many more. Klata Baratu Niktu Damian Bottriell. Bots. Joe Capone. Boba escapes from the Sarlacc pit. Boba earns the respect of the Tusken Raiders. Boba rides the Rancor into battle. Boba kills Cad Bane. Grogu training with Luke. Let's face it, once this happened, who really gave a shit about the Boba Fett story arc? Because then it became The Mandalorian 2.5. Congratulations on the show 300, guys. It's been a great ride since I jumped back on in December of 2018, and I hope to keep it going for many years to come. Thank you all for keeping it fun over the last few years, despite some pretty shitty circumstances. No pun intended, Jerry. That's fine. Congrats on kicking the old cancer's ass, too. Thank you, buddy. Dustin Jacobs, The American Dream. Number 5, CGI Luke looks horrifyingly real, unlike the last time we saw CGI Luke.
Big improvement.
Man. Number 4, we see Boba Fett escape the Sarlacc pit. Number 3, Cad Bane, all of it. Number 2, the Tusken Raiders are now 3-dimensional. And number 1, the finale, all of it. Honorable mention to the Joe Rogan, Elon Musk robot teenage gang, Dustin Jacobs. All right, there we go. Again, Ramble 301. We're going to do top 5 Foo Fighters songs. Out of respect, baby. Number 5 for this one, I had to go basically giving a nod to the Patton Oswalt community scene, right? Where he crawls out
of the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah, they basically, I don't know if you knew that, Cody, but they basically kind of did what Patton Oswalt said would happen. That's how they opened. It was really funny. That was great. That. Eddie, you're number 5.
My number 5 is Trejo.
As the Rancor trainer. So
just
great.
See him pop up. I just wanted more.
Yes.
I wanted more.
Yes. Oh, that was great. My number 4 is the nod, I thought, to Lone Wolf and Cub with Grogu and Mando when Luke gives Grogu the choice of what's it going to be. Because I don't know if you ever read the Lone Wolf and Cub comics.
I did not.
They were so fucking great. It's about a samurai who takes his son, his infant son,
right,
and he gets betrayed, so he's on the run, and he just starts taking mercenary jobs with his little baby.
Right.
And in the opening, after his wife is killed, he gives his baby a choice. He puts down a toy and he puts down a sword, and he tells the infant, if you pick the toy, I'm going to kill you and send you to be with your mother. If you pick the sword, you come with me. And the kid grabs the sword. And so it was very much a nod to that, and I loved it. What was your number 4?
I think when Mando walked into the meat locker.
So fucking.
I was just a great, like, I wasn't expecting, and when they hit the theme, and then he walks through, I'm like, fuck.
So good. I think my number 3 was Black Chrysanthemum having his I'm not dead yet moment. That was fucking great when you think he's toast, and then he must have killed all 20 people that sabotaged him. That was fucking awesome.
So good.
Oh, you're number 3.
When Boba rode the Rancor into town. I mean, you knew it was going to happen when he said, "I want to ride it." You knew in the finale he's going to ride a Rancor.
Yes,
and it was still amazing watching.
It was still fucking great, man. My number 2, it should have been my number 1, I think, but I'm sticking with my number 1. Number 2 was the way it was shot. Everything when Cad Bane first shows up.
Yeah.
When what's his face? What's the guy's name? Vanth.
Marshall, the Marshall.
Yeah, the Marshall kind of he sees the wind chimes going, and he's like, what? He just knows something's wrong.
Yeah.
And then you just see the guy with the fucking duster way off. I was like, oh shit, so great. What was your number 2?
My number 2 was them opening up in the Sarlacc pit, and you see the stormtrooper there, and you see like everything describing how he got out of the Sarlacc pit was like everything you wanted to know from when you first saw Return of the Jedi in 1983. Like, did he live? Did he die? Right? Did he die like a jump, or did he come out of there?
I thought that was so creepy that like basically dissolved stormtroopers.
Yeah, and the only thing that kept him alive was the Beskar.
The Beskar. That's all that. Oh, so fucking great. My number 1, what else could it be, man? The final showdown, Boba and Cad Bane.
Yeah.
I just love the way that he killed everything, the way he takes him out. Oh, I just fucking love that whole showdown. How about you? What was your number 1?
Mine was the showdown with Cad Bane.
There it is. Look at that.
Cad Bane, live action Cad Bane, from the moment he entered with the Marshal to when Boba Fett took him out. It was just
genius.
Everything about Cad Bane.
Well, there we go. That was it. Another ramble down the drain. We did it. Number 300, 301, all Foo Fighters. Ramble at theramblepod.com. Please subscribe to us. 5-star rating, positive text review, all that good shit. Ramble at theramblepod.com. Follow us on Twitter at podcastramble1, Instagram at podcastramble. Buy our merch. Give us a 5-star ratings, the positive reviews, all that shit. You know where to find us. Cody, hit the music, will you? We got a party. Look at that, man. Look at it. We did it. 300. 300. Yes. Just was
incredible.
What other kind of run? This is. And they're talking shit that Coach K won 100 Final Four March Madness games.
So we did 300 rambles.
Has he done 300 ramble? And that's not even counting ramble radios.
Right. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, look at that. That is stunning.
Look at that ass. Look at that ass.
Look at that ass. Oh. May she rest in peace. Look at that.
May she rest in peace. One hot piece of ass.
One hot piece of ass.
One hot piece of ass.
May she rest in peace.
So much jizz. So much
jizz on that one, Phil. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you about all that jizz.
Oh, well, thank you all so much. Please, we'll see you Friday. Another Ramble Radio. Stay safe out there. Pretty please. We'll see you Friday, and then we'll see you next week. Take care, everybody. Bye.